So I noticed the set list has been slowly changing a bit since you guys have been out on tour. Has that been intentional? Did you mean to do that? Or does it have anything to do with the live recordings? Or has it just kind of been an organic thing of like, hey, we should change this up?
Well, maybe a little bit of each. For sure, we want to swap it up just for us to keep us on our toes, keep us excited, especially if we're going till summer 2010, something like that. It's nice to throw in a new song, kind of whatever you're feeling, or there's a fine line between having a set that's just like a well-honed weapon, where yes, we know what song is next. We don't even have to think, so we can project even more. There's a fine line between that and having just songs thrown into a hat and pulled out, and we'll do them however order it comes out. You have to have it somewhat thought out, especially with pyro that's going on.
I was going to say, there's kind of a whole group of people relying on that set list, right?
Well, there's production stuff. So you don't want to get caught with the production running the show. You want to be able to still have the freedom of songs wherever you want to put them. So we have a few slots in there that we can rotate songs in and out of and keep it exciting for us, especially if it happens to be, a two in a row somewhere in the city.
So anything for the Bay Area date? Because it's a big hometown show. Everybody's excited to see you guys. I know you guys are excited to be here.
No doubt. There's no doubt about that. We've been traveling around. We've basically been rehearsing for this show. All the other, I'm kidding. No,
Hear that, rest of the world? Your practice.
Yeah, we're pretty much in shape. And this last leg has been, staying at home, back and forth. Like at San Diego, L.A., Ontario, Fresno, things like that. So we'd be able to stay at home, and it's nice to hang out at home. This is just a totally different feeling when you can, get up and drive to the show with your kid,
Is this one of the ways that the baby boom has kind of affected Metallica?
A little bit.
Because in the last 10 years, you guys have popped out a lot of kids, right?
Yeah, we did. We
collectively.
It was a race for the next Metallica generation.
Did you guys finally feel like you hit a point where it's like, okay, we can have kids and make this work with the band and the family because that's a tough balance, right?
It is a tough balance, but if you're honest about it, it works really good. And we're all on the same page now. Kirk's got 2, Rob's got 2, Lars got 3, and I got 3. And
all within like 5 or 8 years of each other, right?
Well, I would say the oldest, I have the oldest 10-year-old girl, and the youngest is Vince, which is Kirk's youngest, yeah. Which is, who knows, 6 months maybe, something like that. So it spans a bit of time, but we're loving it. We're loving it, especially at home. We're hoping all of them would show up. We've never had a picture of them all together. But just this afternoon at 3 o'clock, I was watching my girls. They were in a Nutcracker play back over where we live.
So you feel like you get to be a regular dad and then go play a big rock show?
Yeah. I go see their show, they go see mine,
Who's got the bigger crowd?
We're still winning on that.
Okay.
For now.
Let's hope that stays. Not that the Nutcracker isn't great, but yeah, I think so. So I was kind of curious, the Saint Anger thing, in watching the movie, you guys had the therapist as part of the band and did the big tour, and I think public opinion about your guys' therapist was a little on the low side. And then it dawned on me, and I thought, this time around, you guys are doing like the 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, or 1 week on, the balance of home. And I thought, did somebody somewhere go, hey, that's actually probably going to save us more money than paying the therapist to come on tour with us, and it's better for us? Because he's not still part of your guys' life, right? Is that still something, band therapy?
He's not on call or payroll or whatever. He's moved on. We're not seeing each other for holidays or anything, but we'll run into each other every once in a while. He's exactly what we needed at that time, and no matter what people say about it, he helped to connect us together again. There's no doubt about that. And we were at a very different place in our lives. We were so closed off from each other. And it took, we're all about extremes, really. It took someone as extreme as him to bring us into the middle. We had to find out where the middle was. Sitting down before we rehearse, discussing how our day's going and working out issues and this and that. And, it's a marriage, or worse even. You got 3 guys you're married to, and trying to keep, yourself open enough, but still protect, we didn't feel very safe with each other. There was still a lot of, weapons that could come out whenever, that were sharp and pointed and knew where each other's buttons were. But he certainly helped us get to another point. And the point before the movie was one extreme, and during the movie was another extreme. So where we are now is balanced in the middle somewhere. Without all that work, we wouldn't have got this great record, I don't think, at all. But yeah, 1 week on, 1 week off certainly helps balance our lives, keep us out of each other's whatever
craw
danger zones, where you gotta let something out, and someone, you always hurt the ones that you love the most because they're close and you're comfortable with them. You can say the you wouldn't say to somebody else.
Nobody fights like brothers.
Right, and then that's pretty much how
and
it
band
is.
members.
But we've learned to deal with that now, and yeah. During the summer when the kids are out of school, we're 2 weeks on, and then coming home, so they'll be able to come with us.
So the kids will be out on tour in some cities?
Yeah.
Some areas?
Yeah. In summertime. And that's
Which is
fun.
Europe, right? Mostly?
Yeah. It's difficult at times, but also great fun,
I would think it would be great for the kids to go see Europe, and moms can take them out while you're at sound check, right?
Well, they certainly have more passport stamps than I did when I was a kid. I don't think I owned a passport till I joined Metallica.